well today. So I've been wanting to make this video for some time now. I wanted to show you guys how to do an energetic massage on yourself. And I've been contemplating how to do this because we work through the chakras. It can be a very long video, so I want to make sure that I hit as many points as I can. Obviously, information on chakras and chakra balancing is so in-depth, so I will do my best to try to hit on the main points. And yeah, so we're going to start with the root chakra today, and I'm going to show you a few things that I like to do with my clients and myself just to help to ground us. So the root chakra is responsible for safety and security. It's responsible for this human experience, connecting to our bodies, connecting to just feeling bound to the earth, right? So we can feel a little bit out of whack if we're feeling a lack, if we're feeling, if we've lost a job, if we're struggling in relationships with people, if we're struggling financially. So there's a few reasons why we can kind of feel a little out of whack. When you're feeling really ungrounded, it feels like almost like you're spinning or you're floating. You can have lots of anxiety. You feel like your head's in the clouds and you can't kind of focus back downward. So that is a great time to do an energy massage. So a few things we're going to use. I really like to use essential oils. Now you don't need to use any of these things, but these are things that I use with myself and my client. This is one that I made. It's called Grounding. It has oils that are very earthy smelling, so like smells like patchouli, but also smells that remind you of the forest. So being in the forest is just really grounding. So what I like to do with the essential oils, I like to roll it on my hands. You can find these on my website. There's only a couple for sale right now, but there is some up there. So what I like to do is I like to rub them on my hands. And if I'm doing it on myself, I always take 3 deep breaths and breathe it in. If I'm using this on a client, I like to go over their head just to allow them to be able to breathe it in as well. So 3 deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more, inhale and exhale. So what I like to do is we like to start on our feet. So I'm going to move to the side so you can see. So we start with one foot and then we move to the other foot, and then we're going to move up into the hips. So our root chakra is at the base of the spine, and it can be hard to access. So it's in the pelvic area. So one of the things I like to do is prop myself up, but I'll show you how we do that. So we start with the feet, rubbing on the sides, the bottom, the top. And remember, this is an energy massage, so it should feel really gentle. It should feel like you're just moving energy out. It's nothing too harsh, nothing that feels like you're pushing into the muscles at all. So yeah, running your thumbs along the sides, the bottom, the top. And then I like to work up into the legs, the lower legs. I like to use fists, and I like to run my hands down my legs, so front and back, side to side. And then I like to flush it out. So you're gonna flush it and you're gonna wipe your hands after. So you're pulling out the energy and you're making sure you're not holding on to it. So you're letting it go, pulling it down. This is the same way I do massage, energy massage for clients as I work on them. So we're gonna move into the thighs. So moving up the sides and the back and the front. And making that an intention of grounding yourself, releasing any of the stress that you don't want to carry out your legs through the bottoms of your feet. You're pulling, you can use your fists again, gentle fists, massaging the tops, the sides, the bottoms, and then flushing it out. Pulling the energy up. And then you're going to move into your hips. You can use a gentle circular motion with your fists in one direction and then the opposite direction. And then you can pull that up and out through your feet. Pull it up and out through your feet. So what I like to do, and then I'd like to go do the other side, and then when I'm done that, both sides, what I like to do is I like to sit up and tilt my pelvis forward. So it's really hard to access the root chakra if we're sitting up like this. So what I like to do is I like to grab blocks or a bolster. You can do either one, and I'll face you guys so you can see this. So you sit up high on the blocks. So from the side view, you can do the massaging into the hips, even into the backs of the buttocks. And you can hold your hands at your hips, sending energy, feeling really rooted. You can even push yourself down a little bit, rooting through. When I'm working on clients, this chakra is really hard to access, so I do a lot of work on the hips. Yeah, so that is one thing. And then the other thing to do on yourself, I don't do this on clients, but if it's for yourself, you can do this. You can rub your hands into the creases, your hip flexors, and just bring your hands a little bit down, sending that healing energy into your root chakra. So closing your eyes, inhale up the spine. Exhale, spiraling it down, rooting it through. Inhale up. Exhale, spiraling it down, rooting through. One more inhale up. And exhale, rooting down and holding space. So that is a really basic massage, energy massage for the root chakra, so focusing on the root chakra. A few things that I also like to use. So this is one of my favorite. It's that carnelian. So you get, oh, the lighting's kind of bad, but you can kind of see. It's got red in it, so that's the color of the root chakra. It works into the sacral chakra as well. It's got lots of orange and even a little bit of yellow. And I like to massage this on the bottom of my clients' feet. Just like that. Very gentle, but the energy from the stone helps to ground my clients. So this is one of my favorite. This has saved so many people so many times from feeling a little bit dizzy or off kilter or anxious. And yeah, it's just such a great tool. So using crystals is amazing. There's many healing, really grounding crystals. Too much to go into in this video, but this is one that I do like to use. And the other thing that can help really root and work with rooting the root chakra, grounding the root chakra and feeling a little bit more balanced is eating root vegetables. So potatoes, onions, turnips, working on cooking foods that's really warming, calming to the system can be really helpful. So like soup, stews, casseroles, stuff like that. The other thing is red vegetables and fruits, so beets, strawberries. Once again, you're working tomatoes, you're working with the color red, so it helps to stimulate the root chakra as well. There's so many yoga poses, you guys, that I could give you for root chakra, but I just don't have time in this video. One of my favorites, I'll give you one, is working with Baddha Konasana, so feet together, pulling them in as close as you can to your body. And you can sit upright or you can walk yourself forward. You can prop yourself up using blocks and just opening up into the hips here, just allowing the hips to relax open and softening into the pelvis. So this is one of my favorite ones for the root chakra. So yeah, maybe I'll do some more videos on specific yoga stuff for specific chakras if that's an interest to you guys. Yeah, the last thing I want to share is grounding through the earth. So it's one thing to just go put your feet on the earth, but it's another thing to really bring focus into how that feels. So what I like to do with my clients is I like to sit and do a meditation. I'll peel off my sock here so you can see my feet, but I like to do a meditation with them. So we breathe into every single toe. We breathe into the spaces in between the toes. We breathe into the tops of the feet. We breathe into the bottom and then the middle and then the heel here. We breathe into the sides and then of course the tips of the toes and the back of the heel. So we're really bringing our breath and our focus into really feeling what it feels like to ground. So as we're doing this meditation, I'm pushing points on their feet. So that helps them to send their breath there. So visualizing sending your breath there and focusing on those specific points. So when you go back into the earth, you put your feet on the earth, you're not just standing, you're feeling into the big toe and the second toe and the pinky toe, to the heels and to the base. So you can really feel grounded. So this is a great little tool that I use with people for them to feel a little bit more, have some tools so that when they're at home and they're feeling a little bit fuzzy, that they can go and ground themselves a little bit more effectively. So yeah, so that's kind of all I have to share today. There's so much, you guys. My videos are getting long, so I'm going to stop here. But all week I'll be posting different essential oils that I've made for different chakras for clients that I use, some for sale, as well as I will be doing mantras for each chakra are up, and blogs. So if you want to check out the blog on the root chakra, you can go to sacredearthhealingarts.com and check it out there. It has a little bit more detail. And yeah, and I look forward to sharing more of these things with you guys. I enjoy this. This is one of my passions. So yes, I hope that helps you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, we will see you guys really soon. All right?